Okay.
Highly a difficult result to take tonight. Do you think that was a deserved result?
No.
Can you talk us a bit more through your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I think it's more a draw result than a defeat. Like I said, there's small margins that makes this game harsh for us. I don't think Glasgow City has too many chances, but they're very clinical in the chances that they have. Harsh again to let in a set play goal in the last minutes. But I said to the players tonight I was very proud of their work ethic, how they took on the tactical changes and how hard they fought for each other, because I think that was a big missing part when we played against Hearts and Hibs. And tonight they showed that togetherness, and that is why I also feels much more tonight as well, because we deserved more.
Yeah, you mentioned the tactical changes. We also saw a couple of personnel changes. We saw Bruno coming in and Kit Nefersky coming in for the first time in a while. What was the thinking behind that?
Thinking behind is because Bruna has been doing really well in training. Obviously, I think she was class tonight. She was very good. Kit has come back from. She was not how to say. I couldn't take her out on the squad, but she's back now, and I think she also showed quality tonight, and that's something that we need to build on. But yeah, we still didn't win the game, so it was not good enough.
What do you say to the players after a game like that to kind of pick them up, especially after the 2 defeats that you suffered prior to this?
I think it's hard to find the right words to say, because you feel frustrated, you feel disappointed, you feel angry. But I said to the players that we had a turnaround in terms of performance. I think you can see how hard they fought and how much they pushed for the win. You could see that they really wanted it, and that's something that I think was missing against Hibs and Hearts. And unfortunately, this is football. You don't score, or you don't keep a clean sheet, you lose games. And how Glasgow City scored tonight is in their favour and not in our favour, and that's something that is very harsh.
You mentioned that shift in mentality that we kind of saw in that work ethic we saw tonight. We've got another kind of long break with the international break coming up. Is that something that you can keep up the momentum of that until we play Rangers next?
I think we waited some days to play this game, and the girls have been brilliant in training. They've been really supportive towards me, towards the group, and you can see that they're really pushing to make sure that we get better as a team. And I said to the players, listen, we're not a team, and we're not in a club that we just give up. We still have 8 more games to play, and the next game we have is against Rangers, and that is a derby, and that is where we really need to make sure that we show up.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Elena, that's obviously now you're 6 points adrift of Hearts at the top of the league. Come the close of play on Sunday, it could be 9 points potentially. Do you still believe that this team can go on and win the league?
Absolutely.
What evidence do you see? What have you seen in this team that would lead you to that conclusion?
First of all, I believe in my team. If I didn't believe in my team, I think I was, that it's something that I would never say, but I really believe in my team. I think we showed a togetherness tonight that should have given us more. We deserved more. But like I said, when there's small margins is the difference, that is what happens in football, and that's why it feels so harsh.
If you were to go on and retain that title, it would probably need to be perfect now from here until the end of the season. Given that you've just lost 3 successive games, do you believe that that's possible?
I need to believe. We're Celtic, and we're all about winning and making sure that we need to turn around and win games. And I really believe that the players want it so much. And like I said, you can see that in the performance, how much they wanted it. But unfortunately, we didn't score enough of goals or kept the clean sheet that we needed to win.
Given that you were in so many competitions this season, you were in the Champions League, and it was a season that was alive with potential. How difficult would it be to end up with nothing to show for that at the end of this campaign potentially?
obviously it's going to be harsh because I think in terms of how well we competed out in Europe and how well we've been competed in this season, except for obviously the cups and the last few games in domestic, I think we have shown that we are a quality team, and we just need to keep the belief, because it's the belief and the confidence that is the difference right now.
Has there been an issue for this team when you're maybe playing teams that are round about you, rivals for silverware and rivals for the title? Because I think you'd have to go back to the start of the season until the last time you beat one of the top three.
Sorry?
Is there a problem with mentality with this team when it comes to beating other teams that are rivals for the title and rivals for silverware?
I don't really understand the question, but the players are all in for mentality to win against everyone. I think it just comes to showing up that game and making sure that you do everything you can to be on the other side and win the 3 points. I think for me right now is obviously the league has been very, very tight in terms of everybody wins and lose against everyone. And that consistency is something that we need to do. Like if we look like this all the time, and that's when we're going to be a winning team. We cannot be high and low, and that has been a big issue. If it's because we've been playing 45 games so far since August, I don't know, but it's not an excuse. We need to keep pushing.
How difficult will the next couple of weeks be on a personal level for you now that you've got to wait for 2 weeks before you get another game?
For myself? Why myself?
Is it frustrating now that you've got 2 weeks now to dwell on that kind of performance before you can